It's Shantae, and today we're talking about social media analytics reports that don't make your clients' eyes glaze over. I see social media managers sending these massive, complicated reports and then wondering why their clients never read them or seem excited about the results. So today we're tackling something that can literally make or break your client relationships, creating social media analytics reports that your clients actually understand and care about. If you're a social media manager who's ever sent a beautiful report only to get radio silence in return, or that dreaded, so what does this all mean email, this video is going to change your reporting game completely. I'm sharing exactly how we handle reporting at Sugarpunch Marketing, including which metrics actually matter to your clients, and hint, it's not the ones the platforms push, a simple framework for reports that tell a clear story. Most social media managers are creating reports for themselves, not their clients. And I made this mistake when I first started my agency. I'd pull every possible metric, followers, likes, comments, shares, saves, reach, impressions, and pack them all into a document thinking more data equals more value. But what actually happened is that my clients would either glance at it for 2 seconds and never mention it again, come back with a million questions because they didn't understand what they were looking at, and worst of all, start questioning whether social media was even working. It's like when someone asks, "How was your day?" and you hit them with a 45-minute monologue about every single thing that happened. They were just looking for the highlights, you know? I still remember this real estate client I had back in 2022 who paid me really well, but always seemed kind of lukewarm about our work. And after 3 months of sending detailed reports, she finally said, "These numbers look fine, but I have no idea if we're actually getting anywhere. What does this mean for selling houses?" And that was my wake-up call. I wasn't connecting the dots for her between social media metrics and actual business outcomes. So I developed what I now call the value clarity framework. It completely transformed how clients respond to our reporting. So first, define success in their terms, not platform metrics. Before creating any report, you need to know what success actually looks like for your client's specific business, not what Instagram thinks is important. In my agency, we had this conversation during onboarding. If social media is wildly successful for you, what specific business outcomes would you see? For a wellness client, for example, success might mean filling their workshops and retreats. For a photographer, it would be booking high-value wedding clients. For a product-based client, it's driving sales of a specific new collection. Success is different for everyone, and your reporting needs to reflect that. So instead of generic metrics, tie everything back to their actual business goals. This immediately makes your reporting more valuable because you're speaking their language. The real game changer is when you show a client that profile visits increased by 42% and 3 of those visitors booked consultation calls. Now you're speaking their language. Second, add context that tells a clear story. Numbers without context are meaningless. Your job isn't just to report data, it's to interpret what that data means for their business. In our agency, we follow a simple format for every metric. Here's what happened, the raw number. Here's why it matters to your business specifically. Here's what caused it, so the strategy behind it. And here's what we're doing next based on this information. So for example, instead of just saying, "Your reels got 15,000 views this month," we might say, "Your behind the scenes reels showing your creative process received 15,000 views this month, which is a 27% increase from last month. This matters because it's exposing your unique approach to potential high-end clients in your target market. The increase came after we implemented the new branded intro sequence. Based on the success, we're creating 3 more process-focused reels for next month to continue building this momentum." See how much more valuable that is? We're not just reporting, we're consulting. And third, design reports for clarity, not complexity. I cannot stress this enough. Most clients don't want to see every single metric. They want clarity on what's working. In our agency, we found the perfect report formula. 1 cover page with 3 to 5 headline metrics that directly tie to business goals, visual charts showing progress over time, not just monthly numbers, and as few pages as possible, which reduces fluff and respects our clients' time, color coding that makes it easy to see at a glance what's improving. And here's a little secret that transformed our client satisfaction. We include screenshots of actual top performing content right in the report. This visual reminder connects abstract numbers with content they remember approving. And you know what's wild? When we switched to this approach, our clients started actually looking forward to report day. You could have a lawyer client who literally blocks on her calendar each month to review your report with a glass of wine. That's the kind of relationship you want with reporting. Of course, if your client is the type who wants to see every single detail, you can always add an appendix with the raw data, but lead with the insights, not the numbers. Now, if you use the automated reports from your scheduling tool, I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Those automated reports can be helpful for you, but they're terrible for clients. They're generic, they don't connect to business goals, and they don't tell a story. Plus, and I cannot stress this enough, clients can tell when you've just forwarded an automated report without adding your expert analysis. And if the numbers aren't great this month, this is actually where great reporting shines. Anyone can share good news. The pros know how to contextualize challenges. When we had a client's engagement drop 18% during a platform algorithm change, we didn't hide it. We explained what happened, showed industry-wide trends for context, and outlined our specific adaptation strategy. That transparency actually increased their trust in us. If you don't have time to create custom reports, I get it. Reporting can feel like it takes away from actual social media work. But here's the reality. Without good reporting, clients can't see your value, which means they're more likely to cancel when budget gets tight. It's worth the investment. Now let me walk you through exactly how we handle reporting at Sugarpunch. We use a custom Canva template for each client that's branded with our colors and logo. This immediately makes the report feel like it's part of their experience with us, not some generic social media thing. We pull data at the same time each month using a combination of platform analytics, Metricool, and Google Analytics. We analyze the data before creating the report, and we ask ourselves, what story is this telling? What's working? What needs adjustment? We create the report with 3 distinct sections: performance highlights tied directly to business goals, content analysis showing what resonated and why, strategic recommendations for the upcoming month. So here's what transformed our client retention. We record a quick 5-minute walkthrough video explaining the key insights and recommendations. Clients absolutely love this personal touch. We send everything in a single email with a clear subject line and bullet points summarizing the wins in the email body. The whole process takes us about 90 minutes per client each month, which might sound like a lot if you're used to just forwarding automated reports. But our client retention is over 80%, and reporting is consistently mentioned in our client testimonials as a reason they stay. That's a pretty good ROI on 90 minutes if you ask me. So if you're thinking this sounds great, but it would take me forever, I totally understand, and that's why I created the monthly Insights Results Report template that's available in our shop. It's the exact template framework we use for our clients, just without the specific branding. It includes all the sections I mentioned, which with guides for what to include in each. It will literally cut your reporting time in half while making your reports twice as effective. It's $27, which is pretty reasonable considering how much time it will save you and how much it'll help your client retention. You can use it for 1 client or 20, and you can completely customize it to match each client's branding or your own branding. And I use this for all my done for you accounts. And like most of our templates, it comes with a video tutorial showing you exactly how to use it. Now, I do want to be transparent. If you're managing more than 10 clients and want something more automated, you might want to look at a dedicated reporting tool instead. But for most social media managers with 1 to 10 clients, this template is perfect. Now remember, reporting isn't about proving that you're busy. It's about proving that you're effective. Connect everything back to business outcomes, not just social media metrics. Your clients are not social media experts. That's why they hired you. It's your job to translate metrics into insights that they actually understand and care about. And finally, great reporting is what separates professionals from hobbyists in this industry. When you can clearly show the value you're bringing, price becomes much less of an issue. Now, I'm curious, what's your biggest struggle with client reporting? Drop it in the comments and I might cover your specific question in an upcoming episode. If this was helpful, make sure to engage, subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, all of the things so that you don't miss future social media manager tips. The algorithm gods love that stuff, and honestly, I'm only human and so do I. And if you're really serious about leveling up your reporting, check out my advanced skills bundle, which includes this reporting template, plus my content design, metrics and reporting, and marketing strategy masterclasses. It's literally everything you need to stand out as a premium social media manager. You know where to find all the links. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.